What if I told you one country has more people than all of Europe combined, and another is shrinking so fast it could vanish? Population isn't just a number, it's a force that shapes economies, armies, and the very future of our planet. Today, we're diving into the world's most populated countries, but not just counting heads. We'll uncover the surprising stories behind these numbers, from bustling cities bursting at the seams to nations quietly fading away. From places packed like sardines to vast lands where you could walk for days without spotting a single soul, this list will change how you see the world. Let's count down the most populated countries on Earth and discover the shocking truths hidden behind the stats. India has just overtaken China as the world's most populous country, tipping the scales at over 1.45 billion people. But this isn't just a milestone. It's a seismic shift with far-reaching consequences. In some Indian cities, a baby is born every 12 seconds, fueling a demographic boom that's both a blessing and a challenge. The streets are packed, youth unemployment is rising, and the pressure on resources is intense. Urban crowding is pushing infrastructure to its limits, and tensions with neighboring countries simmer beneath the surface. But what happens when a country's population starts to age too quickly? That question leads us straight to number 2. China, once the uncontested leader with nearly 1.47 billion people, is now facing a population reversal that's sending shockwaves through its economy. Decades of the one-child policy have left a haunting legacy, a rapidly aging population and a shrinking workforce. The government's recent shift to a 3-child policy is a desperate attempt to reverse this trend, but the effects won't be immediate. With fewer young people to drive innovation and support the elderly, China's economic powerhouse risks losing its momentum. The United States, home to about 339 million people, is the fastest-growing developed nation on the planet. Unlike many countries facing population decline, America's growth is fueled by immigration, a steady stream of new arrivals who keep the economy vibrant and diverse. By 2050, the United States is expected to remain in the top 5 most populated countries, thanks largely to this influx. This growth isn't just about numbers, it's about the cultural and economic dynamism that immigration brings. Indonesia is a sprawling archipelago of over 17,000 islands, home to nearly 290 million people, the largest Muslim-majority country in the world. Its youthful population is growing fast, concentrated in bustling cities and remote islands alike. Despite its vast geography, Indonesia is one of the most densely populated countries, with rapid urbanization reshaping its landscape. The energy of its young population promises a bright future, but also presents challenges in education, infrastructure, and environmental sustainability. Just next door, a country with an even younger population is racing to keep up with its explosive growth. Pakistan's population has surged to around 242 million, with cities like Karachi bursting at the seams. The average age here is under 23, making it one of the youngest populations globally. Schools and hospitals struggle to keep pace with this rapid expansion, and infrastructure often lags behind the needs of its growing youth. This youthquake is a double-edged sword, offering potential for economic growth but demanding urgent investment in education and services. Meanwhile, across continents, other rising giants are preparing to reshape the global population map. Nigeria stands out as a powerhouse in the making, with projections showing it could surpass the United States and even China by 2100. Its population is exploding, fueled by high birth rates and a youthful demographic. Brazil, with around 220 million people, is experiencing slower growth, entering a demographic transition, while Bangladesh packs over 179 million people into a surprisingly small area, making it one of the most densely populated countries on Earth. Among these rising giants, one will soon claim the spot as the third most populated nation, shaking up the global order. But not every country is growing. Some are quietly shrinking. Japan's population is aging so rapidly that more adult diapers are sold than baby ones, a stark symbol of its demographic crisis. Russia faces a birth rate collapse compounded by the fallout from recent conflicts, leading to a shrinking population and workforce. Italy, the fastest aging country in Europe, is grappling with similar challenges as its population steadily declines. While a shrinking population might sound, kind of peaceful, it's actually an economic nightmare, threatening pensions, healthcare, and even national security. So, why do these population trends matter beyond the numbers? Population size directly influences a country's labor force, market size, and military strength, but only if its infrastructure and politics can actually support that growth. Nigeria's potential rise to the top 3 by 2100 could, honestly, redefine global power dynamics, yet many are just not prepared for this shift. Population isn't just about counting people. It's about understanding the future of economies, cultures, and geopolitics. Take India's demographic boom, for example. It's not just about the sheer number of people, it's about the energy and potential packed into its youth. With over half the population under 25, India has a massive workforce ready to drive innovation and growth. But, this youth bulge also creates enormous pressure on education systems, healthcare, and jobs. Cities like Mumbai and Delhi are swelling beyond their capacity, with millions living in cramped conditions. The question isn't just how many people India has, but how it will harness this human capital without tipping into chaos. Contrast that with China's aging population, which is already reshaping society in profound ways. The one-child policy, once seen as a necessary control measure, has left China with a demographic cliff. Today, elderly citizens outnumber children in many regions, and the workforce is shrinking fast. This shift threatens to slow economic growth and strain social services. China's recent policy changes encouraging families to have up to 3 children are a race against time, but cultural and economic factors mean many couples are hesitant. The legacy of decades of population control is a cautionary tale about the long-term consequences of demographic engineering. Meanwhile, the United States continues to defy the trend of aging populations seen in other developed countries. Immigration fuels its growth and cultural dynamism, bringing in millions of young people who contribute to the economy and society. This influx helps offset declining birth rates among native-born Americans, keeping the country's population relatively young and vibrant. However, immigration also sparks political debates and challenges around integration, infrastructure, and social services, making it a complex but crucial factor in America's demographic future. Indonesia's unique geography adds another layer to its population story. Spanning thousands of islands, the country faces logistical challenges in delivering education, healthcare, and economic opportunities evenly across its territory. Its youthful population is a tremendous asset, but managing growth in such a diverse and dispersed nation requires innovative governance and infrastructure investment. The rapid urbanization of cities like Jakarta is creating megacities that rival the largest in the world, with all the benefits and headaches that come with such density. Pakistan's youth-driven growth is both a promise and a challenge. With an average age under 23, the country could harness this demographic dividend to fuel economic development. But without adequate investment in schools, healthcare, and jobs, this potential could turn into unrest and instability. Karachi, one of the world's fastest-growing megacities, exemplifies this tension. Its infrastructure is struggling to keep pace with its booming population, highlighting the urgent need for sustainable development. Looking ahead, Nigeria's projected rise is honestly one of the most dramatic demographic stories of the century. Expected to surpass the United States and maybe even China by the year 2100, Nigeria's youthful population could, really transform it into a global powerhouse. But this growth comes with immense challenges. Political stability, education, healthcare, and economic diversification will all be critical to turning numbers into real power. Brazil and Bangladesh, while growing more slowly, also face their own demographic crossroads, balancing growth with sustainability and quality of life. On the flip side, countries like Japan, Russia, and Italy are confronting the harsh realities of population decline. Japan's shrinking population is forcing it to innovate in robotics and elder care, but the social and economic impacts are profound. Russia's demographic challenges are compounded by geopolitical tensions and public health crises, while Italy's aging population threatens the vitality of its economy and culture. These nations illustrate how population decline can quietly erode national strength and influence. Ultimately, population trends are a window into the future. They reveal who will hold economic power, who will drive innovation, and who might struggle to maintain their place on the world stage. The story of population is not just about numbers. It's about people, culture, politics, and the complex forces shaping our planet's destiny. So, what surprised you the most about these population shifts? Drop a comment below with your thoughts or your country's rank. Don't forget to like this video if you found it eye-opening, and subscribe to stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the world's geography and demographics. Next time, we'll explore countries that might not exist by 2100, a topic that's as intriguing as it is urgent. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.